Have you ever found yourself just scrolling through photos of Japan thinking, man, one day? Well, today we're going to turn that one day into a how-to. We are going to break down absolutely everything you need to know to make your first trip to Japan not just some far-off dream, but your actual reality. So, here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll dive into what makes Japan so dang captivating in the first place. Then, we're going to tackle the two biggest questions that always seem to hold people back. Is it really safe to go alone? And is it going to completely break the bank? Once we've cleared those hurdles, we'll get to the really fun part, actually building your itinerary, and we'll finish up with a super simple starter kit to get you packed and ready to go. So really, what is it about Japan that just pulls everybody in? It's this incredible paradox. It's a place where you can find these serene ancient temples, standing right in the shadow of neon-lit skyscrapers. It's a country where centuries of tradition are just living and breathing alongside mind-bending futuristic tech. We're going to explore that beautiful contrast. A lot of people picture Japan as one giant megacity, right? But the reality, it's going to blow your mind. Over two-thirds of the entire country is covered in forested mountains and hills. The islands stretch for nearly 3,000 kilometers, which means you get everything from the snowy, pristine landscapes of Hokkaido way up north to the lush subtropical mangrove jungles of the southern islands. And beyond those incredible landscapes, you've got this living, breathing culture. And this isn't stuff that's behind glass in a museum. It's something you can actually be a part of. Just imagine the quiet focus of a traditional tea ceremony, or the peaceful silence inside a 1,000-year-old temple. It's a culture you can really feel. And of course, oh my gosh, the food. In Japan, food isn't just fuel, it is an experience. You can have a bowl of ramen that will literally change your life for just a few dollars, grab surprisingly delicious and high-quality meals from a convenience store, or you can go all out at one of the country's many, many Michelin-starred restaurants. It is a culinary adventure at every single price point.
Okay, so the dream is clear. Japan sounds amazing. But for a lot of people, especially those of you thinking about traveling solo, this is where the hesitation really starts to kick in. It's a super common concern, so let's just tackle it head on.
And here it is. This is the core of that hesitation. Is Japan genuinely a safe place to explore all on your own, especially as a woman? It's a totally valid question, right? You're thinking about a new country, different language, different customs. It makes sense to ask. Well, we found a fantastic perspective from Bree, who is a seasoned traveler who's explored Japan completely solo on 3 different trips. And her answer, it's immediate, it's clear, and it's powerful. She doesn't just say it's safe, she calls it one of her absolute favorite solo travel destinations in the world. Period. So what is it that makes it feel so safe? Well, it's this really cool mix of cultural norms and just smart design. Culturally, there's this deep-seated respect for other people, and doing things by yourself, like eating at a restaurant, is completely normal. Nobody's going to stare at you. And then practically, the public transit is incredibly reliable and safe, and they even offer women-only cars during rush hour for that extra bit of comfort. All right, safety concern addressed. Let's move on to the next major hurdle that stops people from clicking book flight: the cost. There is this persistent myth that a trip to Japan will absolutely drain your entire bank account. Let's bust that myth right now.
Yeah, this idea is really sticky. It often comes from the 1980s when Japan's economy was booming, or from seeing Japanese products sold as luxury items overseas. But what's the reality for a traveler on the ground today?
Okay, just look at this slide. The numbers speak for themselves. This lays out the reality of accommodation costs. And wow, a hostel, which, by the way, could be a really unique capsule hotel experience, might only cost you $20. An economy hotel, which will be spotless, by the way, can be half the price of a comparable one back in Canada. Across the board, you can see how much further your money actually goes. And the savings just keep on coming when we talk about food. I'm telling you, Japanese convenience stores, or konbini, offer surprisingly delicious, high-quality meals for just a few dollars. A fantastic filling bowl of ramen, you can find that for under $10. But here's the biggest budget saver of all: there is no tipping culture in Japan. None. That's like an instant 15 to 20% discount on every single meal you eat out. It's a game changer. So let's recap. Japan is safe. It's way more affordable than you thought. The 2 biggest barriers are officially gone. So now we can get to the really fun part:
figuring out when you should go, and what you absolutely have to see on your first trip.
Your decision here really comes down to what your priorities are. Spring and autumn are super popular for a reason. The weather is perfect and you get those iconic cherry blossoms or the incredible fall colors. But that comes with bigger crowds and higher prices. Winter, on the other hand, is the off-peak season. It's cheaper, it's way less crowded, and it's perfect for enjoying a hot spring, an onsen, maybe even the snow falling around you. It's magical.
For a perfect first trip, you honestly can't go wrong with the classic Golden Route. It's a journey that really shows you the incredible diversity of Japan. You'll start in the electric, neon energy of Tokyo, then hop on the bullet train to the serene temples of Kyoto. From there, you can explore Osaka's amazing food scene, meet the famous Boeing deer in Nara, and visit Hiroshima, a city that's been reborn as this powerful, moving symbol of peace.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. We've talked about the why, the how, the when, and the where. So let's wrap this all up by turning all this info into a simple, actionable checklist to get you started on your planning.
Think of this as your pre-flight checklist. First up, get an eSIM for your phone. Having data the second you land is an absolute lifesaver for navigating with Google Maps. Second, travel insurance. It's not optional, it's essential for peace of mind. Third, download a digital transit card like Suica right to your phone's wallet. It makes hopping on and off trains as easy as a single tap. And finally, book your main places to stay and any must-do activities ahead of time. You'll save money, and trust me, you'll avoid a ton of stress.
So, there you have it. Japan is safer than you think. It's way more affordable than its reputation suggests, and you've got a clear path for your first adventure all laid out. The only real question left to figure out is, what amazing things are you going to discover on your journey?